Bard College's food sustainability program, BardEATS, is in collaboration between Bard's dining services, staff, faculty, and students.
We run programs on campus and in the community with the goal of increasing food purchasing transparency, decreasing the college's carbon footprint, increasing food access, and supporting local farms.
One of our programs is the Food Recovery Program, which runs with the help of student organizers and faculty volunteers throughout the year.
This program is a partnership with Darmstadt Shelter, a branch of Family of Woodstock Incorporated, located right across the Hudson River from us in Kingston, New York. The shelter is equipped to house up to 21 men and women full-time. Darmstadt also offers daily substance abuse and mental health programming, crisis counseling, legal consultation, and more. We are honored to support their work while reducing our own food waste. At the end of the day, Monday through Friday, our food service staff, Parkhurst, packages leftover food. Then, Bard faculty and staff who live in Kingston pick up and deliver food to Darmstadt on their way home.
Last semester, we averaged 262 pounds of food delivered to the shelter each week. We were initially unsure if we could successfully do this program during the pandemic, but were surprised by how much support we got to resume the program. With the efforts of our new dining service, Parkhurst Dining, and Bard College faculty, staff, and students, we have been able to come together and move forward in this uncertain and overwhelming time. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused an increase in both food and housing insecurity. Many families and our community members have found themselves using social services like food pantries for the first time in their life. We as a program and a college are committed to helping alleviate hunger within our community while reducing our own food waste. It is important to remember that while many people may be facing increased hardships during this pandemic, those who were already in need of community support and services may need the services more than ever before.
The world may feel as though it is at a standstill for many of us, yet there is still a need for direct in-person community support programs. Shelters are still running and must continue to run as homelessness and hunger are systemic problems that have become even more apparent during the pandemic.
Now that students are back in session at school and are eating 3 meals a day, we feel responsible for making sure any excess food goes into feeding our community rather than our landfills and compost bins. This program will continue to help alleviate hunger and reduce food insecurity, all while using sustainable practices.
Before COVID, I understood the value of food recovery theoretically, or with the academic lens. I knew that keeping food out of the landfill and feeding people instead was a top solution to help reverse global warming. COVID has made my understanding more personal. I've had a rediscovery of the value of food recovery. In March, I watched Rebecca and her students plant tray after tray of seeds. She knew the Bard Farm could help feed our students and the community during the crisis. Each seed, then seedling, then plant became precious. I felt embedded in the food system and knowing the food so carefully grown would not end up in the compost pile or the landfill, but instead would be delivered to someone who is hungry.
BARD's food recovery program helps us work towards our goal of zero post-consumer waste. It helps us reduce our carbon footprint, and it supports our commitment here at BARD to work on the UN Sustainability Development Goals, including the elimination of hunger within our communities. The food recovery program takes a resource that would otherwise be going right into the landfill, or if we're lucky, into our compost, and turning it into something that supports members of our community that are really struggling. COVID has really illuminated existing disparities within our communities, while pushing many families that are living on the margins into poverty. Right now, projections from Feeding America have families experiencing food insecurity in 2020 to be at around 50 million, or over 13% of our population. Any little thing that we can do to help that.
COVID-19 has exacerbated the already existing inequalities in our food system. We have to be there for those who are already dealing with food insecurity.
Because in times of collective challenge, we all have the responsibility of stepping up and offering whatever we can to help our communities.
Having a food recovery program is important all the time. However, its significance is much greater during COVID time. The pandemic exacerbated many pre-existing issues in our society and brought it into the public eye. Some of these issues include homelessness, food insecurity, and unemployment. Among these issues, one of the most prevailing one is food insecurity, and that is something that we hope to work towards alleviating.
Inclusiveness.
Strength.
Community for me means safety.